Once again, a super special cigar. I smoked this about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. This is the Padron 90th anniversary. And this time we have the Maduro. Beautiful cocoa colored wrapper. 90th anniversary right there on the secondary band. It's a Robusto. True Robusto at that. It's about 5 by 50. And you can tell when you look at it that it uses the straw technique, which is they fold each individual leaf and so it resembles a straw, and then they bunch them together, and it makes for an effortless draw. So I'm going to toast this up. Then we're going to fire it up, and we'll smoke it up. That's a try 3 lighter. I prefer a single. You get better control with those. And I like the control more so than I like the fast toast. Now that is already toasted up. Let's fire it up. God, that's smooth. That's amazing. Padron has been around since like 1964, and the reason they have the 1926 is it was a Cuban family until the revolution, and then in 1964 they left Cuba and went to Nicaragua, and they produced some of the finest cigars you will ever smoke, whether it's the 3000 series, 2000 series, 4000 series, or the anniversary series that I love so much. But here's the deal. These things cost as much as a Cuban cigar. The only difference is the tobacco tastes slightly. When you smoke a Cuban cigar, you know it. It's just got a flavor, especially if it's a good cigar, like a Cohiba. And the Padrones are effortless to draw, effortless to smoke, fantastic flavors, but not exactly that Cuban tobacco flavor. So let's continue to smoke. Wow. It's not full. It's a medium-bodied cigar. But the draw is so effortless. It's so fantastic. And the burn will be razor sharp. Now, as I smoke this down, it's going to look like a roll of dimes. You're going to see every single spot in this wrapper. And it will look like a roll of stacked dimes. What am I drinking, you ask? See if I can pronounce this correctly. Brutalatic. Probably didn't pronounce it right. John Lovett will correct me. Brutalatic. This is a non-peated Scotch whiskey. And it has a beautiful color. And I just don't understand non-peated whiskey. I mean, it still has the Scotch taste, but it's not as smoky. It's like bourbon without the char taste. It's really good. Back to the cigar. So, once again, perfect burn. Razor sharp. Hello, boy. As you know, my cats are always around. Smooth. Creamy. Cocoa. Coffee. But mild. It's an amazing cigar. It's just hard for me to pull the trigger on a $25 or a $30 cigar as often as I would like, because, you know, here we go with a $26, $27 cigar in Robusto, and I can get 3 Perdermos for this price. Now, that being said, what can I tell you? It's a fantastic cigar. It's worth the price if you've got the extra money. And it's just like one of life's little luxuries. You know, you can spend $25 on a really fantastic cigar. That'll give you an hour's worth of pleasure. Or you can go get a cheap whore, bust a nut, and then go home. Personally, I'd rather have the good cigar. Wow, that's amazing. Back to the Scotch. In case you're wondering, I was downtown earlier at a brew pub and had a couple of beers. Oh, I had several beers. That's an amazing Scotch. That goes with this cigar quite well. Beautiful burn. There's my dog. Let's do another Scotch there. And I'm drinking this Scotch out of a 507th Regimental Rocks Glass. Hunters from the Sky, courtesy of Daniel Eugene Black, who is the lead singer for a band called Bloody Crackdown. And they play, wow, heavy metal music. Not my genre, but if you want to check it out, look for Bloody Crackdown on YouTube. And they do music about the military. Super clean through the retrohale. All right, I was talking about stack of dimes. Now you're going to see what I'm talking about. If you look, there's a break in each of the ashes, and it looks like a dime set on top of a dime, set on top of a dime, set on top of a dime. That's how you know you're smoking a really good cigar. That the tobaccos are aged and matured. That is one of the cleanest retrohales. The only thing I can compare this to, different taste, mind you, but I can compare it to a Cohiba that I smoked courtesy of my friend Josh. He gave that to me, and I smoked it down to the nub, and it never changed flavor profile from start to finish. This is the same. Very creamy, very mild, yet flavorful, and the taste on the palate is subdued. It's not in your face. It's just, you just want to continue to smoke it. Puff after puff after puff. And I'm trying to do this rather slowly, which means I should probably take a drink of Scotch. Yes, I should. Maybe two. Wow, this Scotch goes so well with this cigar. That Scotch is subdued as well because it's not peated. Stack of dimes. So originally the plan was this afternoon was for me to jump on the bike, go for a ride, and meet my friends down at Chattahoochee Southern Brew House, which we do on every Sunday. We get together, we have some sandwiches, and drink some of the local beer that's brewed there by my friend Doug Witt, who's the head brewmaster. And I did that. I jumped on the bike, I rode, got 3 miles from home, and it shut off on me. Well, it started to honk its horn by itself, just beep, 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 and then it shut off. Well, I just took the seat off. I thought maybe something was wrong. Maybe I need to check the terminal connections on the battery. And it was fine. It's a new battery. I installed it. And what it appears to be is there's a big solid-state electrical box on top of it. And it appears that that's probably going to be the problem, and I have no idea how much that's going to cost. I'll find out tomorrow. So basically, I'm going to have to get that fixed. And it's going to cost some money. But for a bike with 50,000 miles on it in 4 years, I ride, folks. So I'm not really concerned, putting a couple $100 into it. I'm going to do some other work to it while it's down. So the money I was going to spend going to Ybor City for a cigar festival, which was canceled, but we were going to go anyway, now is going to be put into, see the cat? Is now going to be put into the motorcycle. So I had saved $1,000 to go to this festival, and now that money is going to go into the motorcycle. All right, here we go with that stack of dimes again. You see how well that ash is? How beautifully stacked it is? That tells you that the tobacco is aged. So the bike conked out on me about 3 miles. Took the seat off, took the stuff off, and was looking at the battery, and somebody stopped and said, hey man, what's happening? I said, well, I'm conked out on me. So he called a friend of his who was going to bring a trailer to load me up and take me home. I said, hold on, let's see if it'll start up. And it did. But every 100 meters down the road, the horn would go off. Beep. And it would shut down. And I'd have to hit, there goes that cat again. Oh. And basically, I got it home. The old lady loaded me into her car, and we went to see my friends down at the Chattahoochee Brewing. And stayed there for a couple hours. And look at the ash on that thing. That's just amazing. I'm rambling today. But, I've been drinking. Wow, that's good stuff. Okay. That is Aspen. Hi, Aspen. And he's got 7 claws on his paws, front paws. And he's just the nicest guy. He loves the smell of cigar smoke. That's why he's sitting up there, so he can be downwind and get the drift of my cigar smoke. I think he's a reincarnated person who used to smoke cigars. What do you think, boy? Is that true? Wow, that retrohale is so smooth, so creamy. I haven't touched the ash on this thing yet. Somebody needs to clean their spark plugs. Pop, 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 pop. That's just beautiful. So that's the first third, and I haven't even touched the ash. You can still hear them popping. Back when I rode Harleys, I pulled my plugs every week. Take an emery cloth to it or a piece of sandpaper and clean off those plugs. When you're running points, the plugs were set at like 28. And then if you were running electronic ignition, it was run 35 to 40. And they would foul more often than the older plugs on a shovel head or a pan head at 28 on the gap. But what can I tell you? I don't even know what the gap is on my Indian because I can't do any work on it. It's got to be taken to the shop. Everything's electronic these days. I used to set my points with a matchbook. A matchbook cover is the same as an 18 feeler gauge. So I would just carry a book of matches. And, well, the reason I carried the matches was if you ever got pulled over and taken to the drunk tank or taken to the cop shop, they would steal your lighter from you, but they would give you back your matches. So I always carried matches in case I ended up in jail. There we go with that beautiful burn. And that stack of dimes. It all came off in one chunk, too. I'm rambling, which means I probably need some more scotch. Oh! So the old lady's sons are taking her out to eat dinner tonight. That means I have the house to myself. Her daughter has gone out to stay at a friend's house. What am I going to do? Oh, I'll probably drink scotch and smoke cigars. That is absolutely gorgeous. All right, we're about a third of the way in, and we've been smoking this for 15 minutes, which means this cigar is probably going to last me 45 to 50 minutes. I'm taking my time with it. A lot of the times, you know, when I smoke a cigar, I smoke them too quickly. I just puff and puff and puff. But this doesn't require that. A lot of times I have to double puff to get a mouthful of smoke. Not true with this one. I can single puff this Padron and get plenty of smoke output. All right, so $26, $27 for this cigar. I bought 2 of them. I take that back. I bought 2 of them. They were 50 bucks, so they were 25 bucks a pop. I bought this one in the Maduro, and then I have another in the natural. See that cat up there? They use that cat tree to get up on the roof. So back to the cigar. I realize 25 bucks is a lot of money for a cigar, and usually I wouldn't drop that. But these are so hard to come by, I just had to get 2. I had to get 4 of them. I had to get 2 for me and 2 for John Lovett, my friend in England. So when I finally get around to mailing him his cigar package, he's going to have some really, really good cigars. This is so mellow, so easy to smoke, so smooth, so creamy. And that's what Padrones are known for. I'm going to go, see that roll of dimes starting off again? That is just well-aged tobacco. The retrohale is so easy, so creamy. There is no spice on this cigar at all, no pepper. Cocoa and coffee. But it's light. It's not in your face. It's a well-balanced cigar. Okay, so if you've had this cigar, tell me. We're almost 18 minutes in, and I've been rambling on like a jerk. So once again, if you had this, let me know. Let me know what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, whether you thought it was worth the money. And that's it. That's all I've got for you. Maybe I'll do one more video tonight. I do have The Resurrection by Black Label Trading Company, which is a fantastic cigar again. All right, Kurahi, good day. Comment down below. Don't drink too much. And if you do, make sure your wife's going someplace, like mine. Bye-bye.